しなさい。オーケー。Let's go!
Problema, Pierre.
Everybody sit down.
Greetings, Gunner.
I said sit down! Now, you know how I don't like to use the sit-down gun, but this morning we just don't have time for mucking about. Major Allied cities have come under attack
Nazis?
Close your mouth.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Man, why does my layout want to do this? Did I always mess with this? I hate it. I'm gonna fight them. You know? Why won't it go full screen? Why is it like this? You know? Is it just me? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now I can whisper sweet nothings into your ears and also be full screen. Hello. Welcome back to Dumb Sketches. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Good day to you, young Sumo Thori, young Edwin, the Ace, Buzz, Acevedo. What's going on, gentlemen? How you doing? Yeah, we're just gonna. This is gonna be pretty quick, you know. I got these things. We're gonna do them, you know. Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, everybody is doing well. You know what I mean? That's just me. Your mileage may vary. But yeah, you know, these things are all going to be weird. I don't know what they are. Even when I start sketching them, I just go, and I make a thing. So yeah, enjoy, I guess. So what's everybody saying tonight? What's the haps? What has Terry Moore done for you lately? You know? That's the real question. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hold on. God, why am I like this? You know? There we go. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Mark? How you doing? I'm just in here doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, these sketch cards have actually been pretty fun. Just because I don't really have to think about them too hard, and I don't really think about what I'm gonna do, right? Like some of these I just started sketching, and you just get, get this. This weird mishmash. And it's just fun, It's not for anything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be anything. Which was fun. And sometimes I think you need that. I think you just need to get some junk out. Listen.
This is an outrage.
That's all I'm saying. Don't come at me. I just rolled in here. Don't come at me, bro. But yeah. What's going on? How is everybody doing tonight? That's all I'm saying. Do I have a ruler of some kind here? I think I do. Gonna move. Oh god. Oh yeah. You over there. I think I have a ruler here. Yeah, we do. I'll pull this Picus ass rule. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, we get some kind of. What's funny? Speaking of that, I was looking at the weather network there today, and we're supposed to get some kind of weird, rain warning. I was like, what the hell? So that's the thing that's happening apparently. What? The butt guy. This one?
Problema, Pierre.
Everybody sit down.
Greetings, Gunner.
I said sit down! Now you know how I don't like to use the sit-down gun, but this morning we just don't have time for mucking about. Major Allied cities have come under attack.
Nazis?
Close your mouth.
Oh, the little dude running at the start. That's my oh no video. Come on now. That's from a classic PS1 game, is what that opening is from. Yeah. The game is called Oh No. But yeah. Get wrecked. Yeah, good times, good times. Yeah, this is probably going to be somewhat of a short stream. I started sketching. Okay, I started sketching some weird stuff. Like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this weird mask guy, and do heavy blacks on it. Maybe kind of go Sin City-ish or something like that. And then I got this torment pose guy, but I haven't decided what I want him to be yet. Like I just kind of did the sketch of the pose, and then I was like, am I gonna lean more Jim Lee? Maybe, do a death blow kind of thing, or am I gonna do like a crow, but kind of go torment or something? I don't know. Right? Like that's the thing. Like halftime, I just kind of do the sketch and then think about it after, right? Like, what's the pose? Is kind of more important to me than anything else. It's weird. I don't know. I just kind of think about the character and the pose more than anything. Oh yes, a tiny hat. Yes. This is true. I definitely need the tiny hat. Right? Like, see, like, what is this? I don't know. It's just a doodle. And that's kind of the fun thing about this. I normally just wouldn't kind of doodle like this. I'm usually doing something very specific, either for myself or other people. Damn, what kind of pudding? Like, is it like a butterscotch pudding? Or what? Right? Like, don't come in here and be like, I'm getting pudding, and yeah, and not tell us what kind of pudding it is, Right? Like, that seems like something you don't do right from the jump. Right? You should come in and be like, hey, I have a butterscotch that I'm gonna eat. Then I go, ooh, butterscotch. That's it. Butterscotch. Let's do this. Exactly. Everybody loves a little bit of pudding. You still haven't said what kind it is, though. This is the part that's really starting to vex me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there you go. Okay, thank you. Chocolate pudding. Just like, I'm getting pudding. Fucking tell people what pudding it is. Damn. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to know. Who out here was enraged? You know what I mean? What's going on? the best one people on the line. Do you even speak English, Jason? Oh, yes, red velvet pudding would be so good. Oh my god. Telling you, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't have the red velvet, what are you even doing? Do you even like pudding, bro? Man, and it's so good. Like red velvet is like possibly the best. You know, it's the best flavor. It's the best consistency. It's creamy. It's smooth. You know, like velvet. Yeah. So I'm kind of disappointed. You know, in people who just can't even discern between a red velvet and a chocolate, right? Like, where are your taste buds at that you can't handle what red velvet is putting down? You know what I mean? That's all. You know, I don't want to live that life. Do you? Like, who wants that? Who wants to wake up today, tomorrow, or any other day and be like, I can't tell the difference between red velvet and chocolate. Weird. It's a weird life. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Sumo. Like, I get it. Others wouldn't, but I do. Mm. Now I want green velvet. You know what I mean? Like, can you get a green velvet pudding? Or cake? You know, like, would it be like a lime? Or maybe like, like a sherbet? Sherbet would be nice. You know? Yeah. Check that. I mean, to me, anyway. You know. Do. You know? Skeleton. Kind of armory. You know? Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Okay. Now let's get to the fleshy side. The softer side of Sears. You know what I mean? My life easier. And we all know that's what I want. Pretty sure I'm just going to black this all out, which will also make my life easier. You know? I dig it. I mean, the only problem here for Sumo is that there's only one orb to wander. You know what I mean? That's all right. You know? One boobed girls need love too. You know what I mean? I mean, they have to pay. But, you know, they still need it. You know? But yeah, when I started when I sketching it, I was going to just do this design like on both sides. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of boring, you know. So then I kind of was like, all right, we'll mix it up, right? We'll give her one boob. We'll give her, you know, we'll give her a disability. You know what I mean? But yeah, oh, it is what it is, I guess. You know, we all have our pluses and minuses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she has Sumo's nose. Damn, Sumo. Like, the sad part is you know, Noah did this to you, right? Like, everyone assumed you had a nose, right? Up until a young Noah Mactudis did you what I would perceive as very dirty. You know? But hey, here we are, right? So that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? It's true. It's true. And I think you know it.
Women.
Right? That's how it is. Do 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 do. Let's get in here. Pull this line. Man, everybody constantly, all the time. Cookies and pudding talk? Damn it, now I want sweets. Yeah, you do. I have an apple pie in my fridge that might get a piece eaten out of it later. But we'll see. Do 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 do. You know? Yeah. I've got Baby You're a Haunted House stuck in my head for the last few days. And I don't mind, really. That's the best part about it. It's a Jared Way song. You know, My Chemical Romance guy. Solo project, you know? Good stuff. Like, it's really kind of interesting divergence from, you know, what My Chemical Romance is. Yeah, it's a good jam. But yeah, I listen. I don't know. I listen to everything. Like, if I hear it and I like it, it goes into the playlist. Like, I'm not really stuck in genre. You know, like how some people are like, I only listen to metal, and it's like, all right, dude, think of everything else you're missing out on. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if that picked up on the mic or not, but if it did, I apologize. It's like I feel like for like about a week now, kind of on and off, I've been like kind of cold flu. Like I'll wake up, my throat's kind of scratchy, or I'll like I have a stuffy nose or whatever, you know. Just kind of on and off. Then I'll be fine. And then the next day I'll wake up and still feel kind of grungy. A weird week. But yeah, it's been so, I don't know, it's the weather, change in the weather and everything like that. It's been really weird. He was, listen, hello, Dale A. Requirer of vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same for you. Many genres in your library. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I can go from listening to, like Matthew Sweet or My Chemical Romance to Exodus or Minor Threat or, Dag Nasty, like, punk stuff, or Fleetwood Mac. Like, I love Fleetwood Mac. Even when I was like a teenager, I loved Fleetwood Mac. Just stuff like that, right? Like, just music is good music, right? Like, you can just kind of chill out to it. That's the thing, and some stuff is just so like earwormy that just gets stuck in your head. Also, hello, Dale. Now, the best part is I knew he was going to end his stream, Dale. And so we thought it was perfect. Conditions were perfect. That's all I'll say. All right, we'll continue drawing this weird ass thing that I randomly pooped out. I'm not about to draw any like fruit bowls or anything, but we'll see where it goes, are you telling me to get wrecked? Because that's not cool. If you're telling Dale to get wrecked, respect. Get wrecked, Dale. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. Why is there 8 people watching this? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with your lives? Mm-hmm. All I'm saying. Yep. Went for the throat. It's true. These teeth. Chompers. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Get these fangers going in here. It's all going to get blacked in, you know. We want the outline. Damn. Listen, just be safe out there, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Slip and fall accidents ruin lives at any age. You know what I mean? Hit this ledge. But get something good, you know what I mean? Yes. Excuse me. Let me grab this drink very quick. Okay. Oh yeah. I was like, where was I? And then I'm like, here I am. Right here. Like a real human boy. You know? Just me. Being too real. Okay. Now, we can connect the dots here. Okay. So she's all lined. Now it's time to cover it with black. Blickety blick. What do we got here? Get in here, fill these blacks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after this, I'm probably going to do this lady and or this lady. I'll probably only do two. I can't, you know, you can't see. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what gets done this fine evening. I don't want to stream too long, but I'm kind of behind on my Jaytober sketches. So I was like, I should just do these two and then move along, you know? But yeah, I'll probably sometime this week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I'll probably do a longer stream where I do, you know, 4 or 5 of them or whatever, kind of to catch up. But yeah, we're just gonna, it's gonna be pretty chill. We're just gonna kind of crank these out. All right, get in there. Hit this with a little bit of lines. Gotta get out there. You gotta play some Fortnite. You gotta get that new Marigold skin. Get those new webbed all-stars. That's what you gotta do. Okay. We got the teeth. We got the little hat hair. You need it. Just how it is. And kind of the fun thing about like this whole, 31-day sketches or Inktober or Jaytober or whatever the hell you want to call it, is that I've just been drawing things that I wouldn't normally do, right? And that's been kind of fun. I wouldn't normally do this, but here we are, and then you just it's interesting, right? Because like all art is problem solving, right? If you're not trying to figure out how to get better, perspective, camera angle, storytelling, you're doing it wrong, and so yeah, just in and of itself, like doing stuff like this, like makes you think about things differently just through the sheer fact that you don't normally do it, right? Like where you're kind of like, hey, I can do anything. What do you do, right? Like, no one's commissioning me to do this. I'm not getting, paid to do a cover or a sketch card or a mini poster or whatever, right? So it's like, at least then you know what you're doing, like as far as like the character goes or whatever, right? But this is just like, do whatevs, And sometimes being left to your own devices is just as daunting, But then it's one of those things, right? Like, kind of at some point you just kind of gotta shit or get off the pot, I guess, and just do it. Gotta make something happen. You might as well enjoy it. and because it's like an ink thing. What are you saying whatevs for, Sumo? What are you doing? Why are you up in my grill? Hmm? But yeah. Just weird, dumb stuff. It's a good time. I think I'm gonna just kind of add some chunk. Yeah, I got that. Okay, this is where it's gonna get weird. That's all filled in. Okay, yes, I'm filling this edge. I'm like, whoop. Right, and that's kind of thing too. It's weird, like when I'm working, I don't think in black and white like this. I think because I'm usually working digitally, right? Even if I'm sketching, I'm usually doing a sketch digitally. So I'm not thinking of black shadows. I'm thinking of what color the picture is going to be in the end, and I think about the light and shadow that way. And so I just don't even think like, oh, I'm gonna do heavy blacks on things. Like I rarely ever do. Like, and so this has been kind of interesting in that regard too. Just like for thinking about kind of like simplifying the image to its kind of like essentials, and like I think it's been an interesting experiment. Right, because and also like the other thing too that I've been finding is like, like what can you get in this 5x7, right? Like how dramatic of a shot are you actually going to get? Like how deep is, should you go with it, kind of thing. Like, should I be thinking about panel kind of layout, or should I just be like, I'm just going to do some headshots, or or whatever, right? Because that's the thing too. Once you start like let me see, like like once you start going to like certain sizes, right? Like things become harder to detail, right? At certain scale, right? So it's kind of interesting to look at that stuff and be like, oh, okay, you can get away with this much or this little detail at that size. It's kind of like when you see like people do like sketch cards, right? Like there's a reason why most people just do like a quick little headshot, right? Because it's kind of the best use of that space is to kind of do the headshot. And so once you get up to like this size, it's still not that much real estate. But then like if say I was working digitally, I could put any kind of image on a 5x7 card, like just to scale, right? Because you can scale things up or down and kind of crop it how you would want it, right? And then get use every part of the buffalo, as it were. So yeah, but now it's like it's weird. Like I've been just kind of doing a lot more traditional work lately. You know, some of this stuff you've seen, like I know obviously with the 31 Jays bit, and then a lot of stuff kind of behind the scenes for other things. So yeah, that's good too. You know, because more people are asking for traditional stuff, and you know, I get it. Everybody's like super angry about AI. Like there was a guy who got like up in my comments on Twitter because I used AI to animate one of the sketches I did. He was all like, dude, don't tarnish your work with AI, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, it's just for fun. Just chill out. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm not claiming I'm animating it or drawing it or whatever like that. It's like I did the original piece, and then the AI did what it did based on the prompts that I gave it. Right? Like, calm down. It's weird, like, right? Like people have this really visceral like anger towards AI, right? And it's like just don't worry about it, right? Like if you want to, you know, learn your craft and work or whatever, people using AI aren't going to take anything away from you, right? They're not going to. There will always be people who want, you know, the human touch, the hand drawn. Even if it's digital, like you can tell when somebody, you know, is a good artist working in any medium, right? You know, just because you're just yeah, like just do your art, get better, like exactly. But like the knowledge of anatomy transfers from traditional to digital. Right? Like I understand anatomy, I understand perspective, I understand shape language. That transfers from traditional to digital to whatever, you know, format that you're going to work in. And so as long as you have the knowledge base and you've put in the time to learn your craft, AI doesn't matter. It's the same as like, you know, it's the equivalent to being like, well, why draw anything? I can use a camera and take a photo of it. Why would I ever draw a car when I can just take a photo of it? And it's like that's not the point. Like the whole point is like, you know, like cameras did not replace artists like in magazine ads or anything like that, right? You always had the guy, you know, painting the poster, you know, when they could have just took pictures of those people and did composites, right? Hey Pops, how you doing? Right? Like that's the thing. Like, and so I don't think AI is ever going to replace, you know, things in the same, like in the way that people think it is. Like, I just don't ever see it being. That's why I'm just not worried about it. Right? And it's like this, like to me, AI seems really exciting for animation. Right? Because if you have this, like if you have these excellent key animators who do all the keyframes and motion and all that kind of stuff, they're going to be able to use that, right? You just don't need all the in-betweeners. And so if you have a really good key animator animating all the keys and then going in and editing and adjusting all the in-betweens, it changes the budget scale for animated films or series or all that stuff immensely, right? If you're only your budget is keyframe guys and directors, your budget goes way down. You don't got to pay 100 people to keyframe not keyframe, sorry, do in-betweens, do all the in-between frames, right? And so that to me is exciting. Like if you ever want to animate anything, or even like in video games and stuff like that, right? Like if you were like, okay, I need a forest, I need a lake, I need whatever. That AI, like, I mean, there's already programs out there like SpeedTree for video games that will actually like populate a forest based on the tree models. And so you can do all that kind of stuff already. People have already been using things like SpeedTree and whatever to, you know, help kind of speed up the process of making game worlds and stuff. So in that regard, you know, people have already been using tools like that. So what's the difference if, you know, you use that tool to kind of just speed up the process? Instead of it taking you 5 years to make an animated thing, it takes you 2. You know, and because at some point, like we're not getting any younger, and so you have to think to yourself, like, how many projects do I have left in my life? How many stories do I have to tell? Right? Like, you know, some people in their 50s, 60s, whatever, they have all this work ahead of them, all these stories to tell, but they're limited by the production side of it, right? And so if you could get the talented people, the top, like guys like key animators and stuff like that, and then eliminate a bunch of the cost and a bunch of the middlemen who really aren't doing anything of import, right? Like, I'm sorry, you know, in between animators, but you know, that's the thing, right? Like, if you can be replaced by AI, then you're not valuable, like, in the first place, right? Like, if that's a fear for you, then you're not adding anything of import, right? Sorry to say, but and so yeah, like there will always be auteurs. There will always be people who have a different view of things, and so that to me is the important part, right? Like, the vision is the important part. You know, sometimes, like, you know, I mean, the execution is important, like, right? Like, if you look at Bancroft, for example, like his original version of the Lucent, the Woken, and like the art in that, the art wasn't that good. Like, and he says that himself, right? Like, I'm not coming down on Bancroft or anything like that. And he improved like a ton, like a ridiculous amount, from his original Lucent concept, the Woken, all that kind of stuff, to now. And it's been like a 10, 12 year kind of journey for him. You know, he's not like an overnight success. He's been busting his ass and working, you know, 10, 15 years in the making, right? Hey, what's up, Alex? My ninja. How you doing? Just popping into the shadows. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just here doodling, you know how it is. But yeah, right, like that kind of stuff. You know, like he's one of those people who's a storyteller first, right? An artist second. And like the art is a byproduct of him telling a story, right? And so he's had to get better because he wants to be a better storyteller, right? Hey, Noah, what's going on? You know, and I think that kind of thing's important, right? Like the process, the vision is in the end what's the most important. You know? Yeah, how's it going? Oh, you missed last night's stream when we were talking all about you. God. You know, get in there, touch up that earring. There was something else I wanted to hit. You know? Damn. Pops in here, want to be starting something. You know? This pen is super dead, and I like it. I like how dead it is. You know? Oh, we were talking about your page. Remember the 4-hour trilogy of like explaining, how your page could be better with the bike on it and the guy in the car? And so Shelby demanded that I show him the page that I did to show you, right? Like the help that I was offering. And then he was like, damn, Jay, why was Noah not listening to you? That was good, clear, clean storytelling. And everybody agreed, Noah, that I was right, And so I was just like, hey, but I took your side, Noah. Here's the thing, right? I took your side. I said, hey, Noah is trying to figure this stuff out for himself. He doesn't want to take my advice as gospel just because I'm saying it. He actually wants to understand it. He wants to do things for himself and make his own mistakes and figure things out, right? And so I was like, so I get it. I get that, he's trying to find his own path. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Pops, coming in here with your smoke. Yeah, I like this. This is fun that it's kind of as dead as it is. It's giving me this like soft. Soft texture. Yeah, no, I get it, Noah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's the thing. You can't walk through life just blindly following and listening to people, right? Like, you have to kind of poke at it and figure out why it's good, or you know what I mean? And so I get that. Listen, I get it, but I think, but here's the thing. I think, Noah, the difference is being open enough to take that advice on board, right? Like, you don't have to always do it, but you have to kind of step back and look at it and go, is it good advice? Should I take it? Even, you know what I mean? Even if you don't necessarily, follow it word for word kind of thing. Right? Like that's kind of the interesting thing about it, right? Still be willing to take it on board. I think that's the thing, right? Know when people are blowing smoke, trying to lead you down the garden path. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good. It's good stuff. Yeah, listen, just go with it. It'll take you to a good place. You know what I mean? Yeah, just open up your chakras. You know how it is. Exactly, Noah. Don't go down the garden path. That's all. That's all I'm saying. right? No when someone's trying to lead you down there and when they're not. That's the difference. You know? Anyway, there. Oh, I got a little back here. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do Busty Lady. Okay, yeah, done. Weird cyber elf demon cyborg Terminator thing. You know? All right. Let's get in here. Let's get little. You know? I don't get any dumb ink on my hands, do I? No. All right, we're good. All right. That's all I'm saying. You know, trust but verify. You know what I mean? That's all. What are you saying, Sumo? What are you saying about these busty ladies? I get it. Okay, we're gonna. Oop. Damn. He's gonna hear the sound of button. You know what I'm saying? Well. Yes. I see. Very well. You know? I'm doing the face first and everything. Get it? Okay. Spin around here. Jeez, give me this. Get this other eye. You know, you got to draw two of them, unfortunately, you know? That's how it works. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Gonna do this for sumo. Gonna take the drink right over top of the art. You know, make them feel some sort of way about things. You know? And this is sumo right now.
This is an outrage.
Just quiet. Crying in the shower.
This is an outrage.
You know? That's all I'm saying. Where's her forehead at? It's up here. Right? Like if I was going to draw her forehead, Noah, it'd be right here, right? And it would extend right up here. And then the hair would all come down. Right? Her eyebrows, you know, would come up here. Right? And then this hair that's coming down as it curls, you know? That's where it's at, Noah. Right there. Right? Don't come at me, bro. Well, and see, like, and here's the thing, Noah, and I was talking about it earlier before you got here. That's kind of the interesting thing about these 5x7 cards, right? You have to kind of like, you know, figure out like the best kind of use of your space, right? Like what you can fit into it, right? Like, and you're just kind of like, oh, you know, can I fit a full body into it? How much detail, right? Can I get into it? You know, what's the adventure that I'm trying to go on? Where am I taking you, the gentle viewer? You know, and most of the time I don't know. You know, and then you know, got these guys. I like this one a lot. I'm actually like kind of like surprised with this one. Like I'm just kind of, oh, it's very simple, but it looks cool. Listen, I'm not even the garden path, Noah. Not even the garden path. Yeah. You know. But yeah, that's where we're going. I still have some other ones I want to do. I want to do the female crow in this little series. And that also made me want to do like an Indian woman. What are you calling dibs on, Pops? You don't got dibs on nothing. Get out of here. I will dibble you into the ground. You know? Mm-hmm. You know? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was looking at some of that work the other day, And I was like, oh, I should do that. Like, I don't know. It was weird. Like, I was thinking about certain stuff, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun to draw. And so, yeah, like, I'm trying not to overly do copyright kind of IP stuff. But at the same time, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. You know? And so, yeah, we'll see what comes out. Yeah, but always say hello to Plagle. I like Plagle, you know. I don't have a problem with Plagle. You know? He thinks I don't like him. You know. But that's all right. Do. Now, Pops, this isn't Jenna Jameson. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, I just looked at it in the camera, and it's like off because it's, you know, the camera's showing it like this, but it's actually, you know, like that. Listen, don't come in here attacking me, Pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here innocently streaming. Right? Like, I'm not here to be attacked. Okay. Well, look, Pops. Like, hold on. We got other. Oh no, I can't show that one. It struck my stream the other time. You know, what about this? This more your speed? You like this lady? You know? What else we got? Got this lady, Pops. You know, she's angry. We got this one. Look at that eyebrow. Right? Like, some men think to themselves, can I make an eyebrow that looks that good? And they can't. You know? And so I'm just like, yeah, that's a fun eyebrow. You know, and I know Noah right now is all like, you like eyebrows, bro? Or something retarded. And I'm like, nah. And then you get this lady, you know, and notice how they all have eyebrows, right? No eyebrow left behind. You know? And there's like this cave woman. You know, I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah, and here's Noah's favorite. He's like, it's like Victor Freeze and the Terminator had a baby. You know? That's fun. You know, the Shadow. Oh, and then Pumpkin Girl. That's also fun. I actually like the Pumpkin Girl one. Mummy Girl. Can't show that one. Voodoo. Oh, I could technically. Hold on. This one I can show. This one apparently got my stream age gated. So, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm not terribly worried about it. It's art. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I need to do the Undertaker. Okay. Like American Badass Undertaker or like classic purple gloves Undertaker. You know? That's the real question. You know? Yeah. Mm. Like or Pops. What's your Undertaker knowledge like? You know, do you remember when he was in the tag team? I think it was called the Destruction Crew, or was it the Twin Towers? This was like early WCW, and you know, our young intrepid Undertaker, you know, was in a tag team. You know, how far does your Undertaker knowledge go back? You know, before he was the Undertaker. You know what I mean? What were he and Psycho Sid, aka Sid Vicious, doing? You know what I mean? Who were they clotheslining off the top rope? You know what I mean? That's all I want to know. Do. You know? It's the real question. You know? He was one of the first Paul Heyman guys. Well, a lot of people were, you know, when he was, you know, going around to the Indies, ECW, Sabu, guys like that. You know? Let's see what we got here. Do. Pull this out. Hint at that collarbone, but not draw it. You know what I mean? Right? Just suggest it. You know? I mean, it is. Yes. Oh, I know this. Listen, I know this. Listen, Pops, I don't think you understand the amount of wrestling that I used to watch. You know, educational. The YouTube is Sumo. Very, very educational. Full of what you need. This is true. Will I bother putting the top of her ear in there? Sure, why not? All right. Cool. See, now, like, I question, why did I do this hair like this? You know what I mean? Right, because in the pencils, you're just like, oh yeah, doo-doo-doo. Then when you get to the inks, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta pull all these loops. You know? It's just how it is. Just how it is. All right. Do-do-do. All right. We're in there. We're in there. There we go. Oh, geez. I know it. I know it. Oh, fuck. I do, man. It is on the tip of my tongue. Young Steve Borden. Yeah, like Terry Moore says, Terry Moore's Law. You know? All right, let's get in here. Yeah, I can't remember. It's one of those things that'll come to me later, and I'll be like, oh. Like, God damn it. Like surf and turf will come to me later. You know what I mean? Um, it's a movie. It's not like Clash of the Titans or something like it's something really dumb and obvious. I know that. Like, that's it. Yes. And look, okay. And here's why I should know that. Hold on. Right? Like, as a man with the Blade Runner box set with every possible, like, 7 cuts of the movie, right? I should know that. 9 hours of special features, 5-disc Blu-ray collectible. You know, Blade Runners. Yes. You know. Exactly. Blade Runners. Right? Like, and I was like, yes, it's super obvious. It's super obvious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. You know, just how it is. Do. You can't remember everything all the time, especially when streaming. Streaming, for whatever reason, takes up way too much brain. Mostly, like, and that's the thing. It's not that it's hard, but it's like your focus is just split, right? So it's like normally when you'd be doing art and you're by yourself, there's kind of like a flow state that happens, and you just work and things happen. But then when you're sitting on a stream and you got people, you know, there that you're like, oh, what are they saying? Do. It just breaks the flow of you working. You know. That's why, like, you know, Shelby will just break into, here's a bunch of food. I'm not going to get anything done anyway. I'm just going to show you guys, you know, 2 hours of me looking at the menu for this restaurant, right? Because it's just like, it's not good work time. Pops, everybody bothers me. What are you talking about? It's not just you. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, you know? That's just how it is. Yeah, it doesn't mean I hate you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's the game. That's the streaming game, right? Like, people want to see people do art, but like this is the least productive form of doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, that's not going to fold. It's gappy. Right, and it's one of those things too. Like, I make mistakes here that I would never make if I was drawing on my own. Right, like where you're just not thinking. You're like, oh, I forgot to put that detail in, or I forgot to, I totally skipped doing whatever. And it's because you're working on something and you look up at the chat and then you have a conversation and you come back and you go, oh, where was I? Right, and it just the flow state doesn't happen in a stream. It just doesn't. It can't. Right? And it is what it is. Like, it's like this, for better or for worse, you know, is performative, right? Like, it's, you know, it's just the way it is. Also, hello, Henry. You know, how you doing? What's this? If I don't bother you at least 3 times a week, you feel like a failure. Listen, that's fair. Listen, this is also true. Yeah, listen, Tony Moore is getting what's coming to him. You know what I mean? It's about time that somebody really gave Tony Moore the business. You know what I mean? And that's just me. That's all. You know, if I'm not making Tony Moore's life hell, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? That's the real talk right there. Do. Yep. Perfect. Perfection itself, Henry Bemis. It's not Tony Moore. Terry Moore. Did I say Tony Moore? You know, maybe I did. But yeah, Terry Moore, the creator of Strangers in Paradise. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Tony Moore, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of Tony Moore. You know, Not a fan of his work, but you know, I'm sure he doesn't care. You know, that's just me. That's just me. All right. No, hold on. We need a boob indicator. We need a boob indicator. You know? Exactly. No more left unhated. That's all I'm saying. You know? You know? That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Nope. I need. Yeah, that's good. You actually found a juicy. Yes, yes, I have good juicy pens. Oh God, that could have been bad. Good thing it was not. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, congratulations on that. You know, kick it in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right. Fill these blacks in, and away we go. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I bet. That's a whole lot of a logistical nightmare. But I am glad that I'm not concerned with currently. Right? It's one of those things. Oh, hey, what's going on, Angela? Okay. Right. I see it in the camera and I go, oh yeah, I keep having to remember that the camera's on kind of an angle. And so it makes it look a little wonky. Oh, I see a few little spots. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ta-da! In the books. Where was the other one I did? Oh yeah, here we go. That is all we are doing tonight. 2 more 5x7 sketches. Done, out the door. Finito. You know what I'm saying? Finito. Boom. We're gonna do this.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello, Zorak. Brax in the...
I am very attracted to you.
I can hurt you.
Oh, waka chicka wow.
All right, let's get straight to the biscuits. At 0800 hours this morning, an American soldier was eaten by a Nazi dinosaur.
That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, Claire, that's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Try thinking first before you open your mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I am not that bad. I ain't got the Japanese. Maybe order some Chinese. To die.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is going to do it for me. Damn, don't type with a hot dog. That's reckless. That's a reckless endangerment. But hot dogs are delicious. Maybe I'll have a couple after I get off here. But yeah, everybody, that's going to do it for me. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
I know you and me are like Coke and icy. Coke and icy. Together, 2 and 2, it will become yummy. Oh, so yummy. You want me, make you happy. I need you right now, honey. Love is okay, but not in a homo way. No homo. I know this sometimes, see, we do talk like a baby. Talk like baby. Finally, I know this, you love me like you love mommy. Love your mother. Coca cannot live, I see. Love you like sugar daddy. Motherfucker, love is okay, but not in a homo way. can see we do talk like a baby. Talk like baby. Finally, I know this. You love me like you love mommy. Love your mother. Coca cannot leave. I see. Love you like